Today we're going to look at the last three types of text structure. This is a review we have already learned about this year, so I will be going pretty quickly. If you need me to slow down or re-explain or help you understand something a little bit better, please reach out. This is not intended to confuse you. I just don't want to waste your time by telling you something that you already know. Okay? So the last three, we'll start with compare and contrast for the last three types of text structure. When we compare two things, we're showing how they are the same. When we're contrasting two things, we're showing how they are different. So if you use a compare and contrast text structure, you are telling us how things are similar, same, and how they are different. So if we're doing a compare and contrast of apples and oranges, I might say the ways they are alike is that they're both fruits. They both have a skin. And the ways that they're different is that people don't eat orange skins, but you do eat apple skins or can eat apple skins. And oranges are definitely the juicier of the two. In other words, it takes fewer oranges to make orange juice than it takes apples to make apple juice. That's all I got. The next kind of writing will be sequence or process writing. This is information when it's listed step by step. Sometimes people get confused with chronological and sequence. Chronological tells you the things that happened in the order that they happened. Sequence tells you how to do things in the correct order. So chronological might be a diary entry about my day and what I did all day long. A sequence writing would be instructions for how to put together a bookshelf step by step in the order that the steps should be followed. Okay, so sequence explains how to do it or how it has to happen. So here's our very, very limited sequence process for making an omelet. Crack a few eggs, add cheese, cook on one side, flip the omelet. Now, you and I both know that if I just crack a few eggs, that's not going to do anything but make a mess. I have to actually crack the eggs and empty them into a bowl and throw the shells away. So this is not a great example. It's just showing you the steps to do something, okay? And you all wrote step. You did sequence writing yourself this year. Many of you wrote and told me how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the rest of you told me some things that I just did not know about. So I was happy to read about all your sequences this year. So ordered steps are very common in sequence. First, second, third, instead of like first, then later. That's kind of like telling about the day. First, second, third are steps that have to be followed 1, 2, 3, like your to-do list at the end of my class, where I say, complete this assignment, check for missing work, check your email. You have to follow that. You're supposed to follow that list in order. All right, let's see what's next. We just talked about this. This does not occur at a specific time. Your chronological order does occur at a specific time. You're telling about a specific time. Sequence can happen. I can make an omelet anytime. And anytime I make it, these will be the steps that I follow. Okay, and last we have problem and solution. This is where a problem is identified and an answer is suggested for the problem. Many times you'll read and they'll try out the solution, but that's not necessary. You don't have to have a problem, a solution, and a test. You just have to have the problem and the solution. So if your problem is properties being spray painted, your solution might be require a license to buy spray paint. Now, you and I both know that's ridiculous, but it would be a solution. Then not everybody would have access to spray paint without, I guess, your spray paint background check. I know, weird. It's a weird example. But anytime you are issued a problem and a solution, or sometimes more than one solution is offered, then you're going to have a problem-solution structure. Be really careful not to confuse problem and solution with cause and effect. Your cause causes the effect that comes after. Your problem should be solved by the solution. And in problem solution, it is definitely presented as a problem. It is a negative activity, something that's happening that needs to be fixed.